Guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome to the channel. I am Jen Lee, formerly known as Mama Lee. I changed my name on the channel because I can. First of all, it's my channel. Secondly, it said Mama Lee +3, but my videos are mostly about makeup and stuff. My kids are kind of sort of in there. At the beginning of this, it was like a vlogging channel, but now I work and I kind of just put some videos up. Mostly when I just feel inspired. But if you're clicking on this video today, it's because you're here for the long-awaited, very overdue 2021 update. So yes, I've recorded this multiple times. Every time it's over an hour, so this might be more than one part. We'll see. I'm going to try to get it all done in one part because I don't have time to record all the time anymore. Now I'm always working. If you guys didn't know, I got a job at Dollar General. Hold on. I'm sorry if I sound really weird. I'll get into that. It's another illness that's going on. But first off, I want to start with what happened at the beginning of 2021, and then we'll go from there. We're going to have some information from the beginning of this year as well, as it is March 2022. So, starting off in January of 2021, we were debt-free. We had paid off our car, and we were doing good. And everything was fine, and we ended up having a appointment up in Springfield for our son, Leonardo, and it was because he has been struggling in school a lot. So, you guys know that if you watched my past vlogs, you'll know that I've always had issues with Leo's teachers. I've always had a hard time getting him to do homework or getting him to do anything. And so he went and seen a specialist at SIU, and he was diagnosed with autism. Now, do I know what spectrum he is on? No, I haven't been able to read anything. They just gave me some pamphlets and said, here you go. We'll see him back in 6 months. We want him to do therapy and this and this and this and this. And then I have to schedule everything. So it's just, it says here, the results data, Module 3 of the ADOS-2 was administered to provide a semi-structured assessment of Leo's social communications in response to a series of processes involving play and conversation. The ADOS-2 was administered by Dr. K and observed by Leo's mother, me. I was there. I will try to see if I can find the video, because I did record it to kind of like, I didn't record the doctor, of course. I just recorded like in my pocket, like in my purse, so I could hear everything. Because when you hear that your child has autism, your mind just goes blank. Okay, it just goes blank, and you're like, oh crap, what am I gonna do? Not that this is like some kind of horrible illness. It's horrible because of people. People are horrible, and I know they're gonna make fun of him when he gets older, and I know I'm trying to help him with all that. But anyways, I'm gonna try to add that in after this so you guys can see what she was talking about. She said he spoke in fluent sentences. He was 9 at the time that we did this, and he's 10 now. So, of course, he was going to be able to speak in full sentences. But she said there was occasional jargon and repetitive phrases using appropriate volume. Leo has a hard time keeping his volume where it needs to be. He's either too high or too low. So you can either really hear him or you cannot hear him. We're trying to work on that middle ground. At times, his attraction was much more clear. At other times, it was more difficult to understand due to rate of speech, and he talks fast. He used some eye contact when sharing enjoyment and directing the clinician's attention to look at drawing or toy, but many times his eye contact was not well coordinated with verbalization. Example, very object focused when making requests. Spontaneous gestures were used, limited to pointing an open hand motion to show and holding out his hand when requesting, but he very clearly demonstrated toothbrushing routine when prompted and was able to pair this demonstration with verbal descriptions. He answered the questions asked of him and responded in conversational bids, but did not return any social overtures or ask about the clinician. Leo's response to questions was concrete and particular in nature, with occasional emotional insight. He intentionally played alone, but engaged in reciprocal play with the clinician when prompted. Leo loves to play by himself. He's not a person that'll go up to somebody and be like, "Do you want to play?" He will sit there and be quiet until somebody comes over and plays with him. He did have weird hand postures and flapping hands when she was doing that. So yeah. Anyways, he was diagnosed with I'm trying not to give out my information though. Health issues reviewed. Okay, this was the reason for the visit, and this was the assessment. He has neurodevelopmental disorder and ADHD. Recommendations are ADOS and autism diagnostic observation is recommended. That was before that one, so I'm sorry. This was the first visit we did with his doctor. And then we had to go to the school and get that paperwork done so that he can get an assistant for when he needs it at school. And that's it on that part. So we still currently with Leo, he does have therapy every Tuesday. We were doing it at 2 o'clock, but that interferes with his IEP time at school, so we're going to have to switch it to morning. So we're going to do Tuesday morning next week and figure that out. And then he still has to take behavioral therapy. No, wait, he's taking occupational therapy right now. But there's some other kind of therapy he's supposed to be taking, and I'm not entirely sure. Maybe this is it. Maybe it's just all one thing now. Because she does amazing with him. His therapist does amazing with him. I love her. He has shown a significant improvement since going there. But yes. And then in 2021, the kids didn't get sick as often. Hold on, I'm skipping over a bunch of stuff. Hold on. Let's see, January, February, March, April. And then, I keep saying, and it's probably annoying. I'm sorry. Let's see here. Here's some more, here's some more papers on autism that I'm supposed to read, but I never have time. I've gotten through the first 2 pages, and that's it. But then after that, I went into the hospital for, I really just want to keep this one about the kids, and then I'll do mine on a separate one. So we're going to skip over that part. Just know that there was a huge window here. And then, so that was in April, and then towards August, September, the kids started getting sick again. And so after they kept getting sick, I went in to see the doctor, and they prescribed them an inhaler and some steroids. This is both kids, by the way, at this point. They're both very, very sick. And then Leo, again, is 9 at the time, so she sent over a test to Hillsborough Hospital. Leo got a methylcholine challenge, which is when they test you for asthma. Leo's been told multiple times that he may have asthma, but they can't test you for asthma until you're 7. So Melody had to wait till this year, which is why I didn't have her results just yet. But Leo came back positive. So he has now got a asthma plan at school for his nurse, and he's got an inhaler, and he's got a nebulizer. Melody did go as well. She went this year. She also has asthma. It is something that they can grow out of, so hopefully they do grow out of it. But if they don't, I have asthma, and I can teach them how to cope with it. So there's that. Big deep breath. Pull that hard. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. You're doing great. You're taking a break. That was really good. Whenever you're ready, let's do that one more time. Then we're going to do another breathing treatment. Big deep breath. Pull that hard. Good job. Keep going, going. You can take a break. Did you like what you were making? Another breathing treatment. I'll take that from you. We'll give that just a little bit, and we're going to repeat that low test.
Did it not taste good?
Turn you back to normal.
Turn you back to normal.
She's already normal.
No, not like that. Yeah, her medicine.
Another thing that happened with the kids last year in 2021. Oh, wait, no, this was this year. I'm sorry, I guess that's it that happened in 2021. For the kids, anyway. We had Christmas and all that. You guys saw all that. But January of this year, no, sorry, actually, I was right. This is a different test. This is a second test. So in December of 2021, Melody got really, 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 really sick. And we could not figure out what was going on. We thought it was just her allergies, so we took her into the doctor, and they tested her. No, sorry. They didn't want to have her come in, because at the time, they were out of tests. So I had to go to CVS and got a test, and Melody's came back positive, but Leo's came back negative. Sorry about the scribbles they drew on the paper, but Leo came back negative, but Melody came back positive, so we were quarantined all through Christmas up until January 22nd, which is when I had to have her tested again, and that's when it came back positive. But she was able to go back to school because, hold on, I gotta get a drink. She was able to go back because she was in a 90-day window. Apparently, once you test positive for COVID, you have 3 months pretty much that you can test positive and not have it. So she was allowed to go back to school, and here's the good news though, you guys. Since all of this happened, we have now figured out that the children have asthma. They now take inhalers and all other kinds of medicine to help them, and they have only gotten sick 3 times this year each. 3 times each. So that's 6 days of school that they were out. Total, like, altogether, because she got sick and then he got sick, and they can't go back to school until both of them are not sick because of COVID, blah, 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 blah. Anyways, in 2020, they got sick 10 times in 1 month. 10 times in 1 month. So 6 times in a year, that's amazing. 6 times within a year is good. So they are doing much, 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 much better. So that's really good news. I'm going to see how long this video is, and if it's not too long, I will get into my issues. If not, I will see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell so that you can be notified if there is a part 2. Trust me, part 2 is more interesting. I just mostly wanted to give you guys an update on this one for the kids and how we've been doing, mostly for the kids. Like I said, we did go into 2021 debt-free, but we left 2021 with a lot of debt. We're still struggling. The only reason is because Melody got COVID, and then we were out for a week. So that was a week of paychecks that we didn't get, and now we're just really struggling and trying to catch up with everything. Hopefully, that'll be soon, because I have a video that I want to do for you guys, but I just got to get a couple more pieces for it. So yeah, until next time, guys. Bye!